Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to January 7th, 2026. It is Wednesday, hump day. It's the middle of the week. Are we going to make it? Are we going to make it to Friday? Welcome to Wednesday. Oh my goodness. January 7th. Can you believe that? It's January 7th already. Holy guacamole. Welcome in, everyone. Welcome. I'm Sally D from Sally D's Reality. This is Sunrise with Sally. I checked out there. We have just clouds out there and no sunrise again. I check every morning, but thinking maybe, just maybe, we can go outside. Good morning, Debbie Sue. Good morning. What a face to see in the morning. The first thing in the morning, my darling. How are you? Before it gets too busy, I've been meaning to call you. I'm waiting for those dogs to come in or the bark to come in. Good morning, Yvonne. Oh my God, my two beautiful sunshine girls. What did I do to deserve this morning? Oh, thank you, girls. Thank you. So I was just asking Debbie Sue how she is. So now I'm going to ask you, Yvonne, how are you doing? Did that antibiotic do anything? Sorry, I'm not ignoring you. I am trying to get myself together here. Joey. Oh my gosh. I have my Debbie Sue, Joey, and Yvonne. My gosh, am I blessed today? What happened on January 7th? I don't know what I did to deserve this. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you so much. Thomas Gray, good morning. Can you shout out my buddy, Nick? Hello, Nick. Happy birthday, Nick. 27. Oh, you're just a baby. 27. What was I doing at 27? Let me think here. Geez, I had 2 kids. I was already married 7 years. So happy birthday, Nick. Hello, thank you very much, MV. Hello, Gusta. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, it's going really fast. Don't forget to hit the like button from my hugs. I'm doing well. I'm driving right now. Okay, don't you be looking at the screen. You can just listen to my big mouth, okay? Hello. Is that Amy? Amir? Amir, you have to be 13, baby boy. Sorry. Let's see. Simply WC, everybody's saying good morning to everyone. I love you all too. I love you. Kristen, is that Kristen or Kirsten? Kristen, I think it's Kristen. Hello, my darling. If I get your name wrong, I'm so sorry. Everything's a rush in the morning with me. My ring is always like, you know how it goes on your phone and tells you what you're doing. Why is your heartbeat always like that at 7:05? Well, I'm trying to get myself together here. Hello, Ben. Hello, my love. Hello. Good morning. Good morning, Chris. Oh my goodness. See, there he goes. There he goes, my old guy out there. Gustav, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Oh, you're a girl. You're a girl? Girl. Let's see. Oh boy, everybody's getting deleted already. Namaste, namaste. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you. Let me go get Gabriel, okay? The light of my life. There's the sunrise. I'll be right back, guys. Enjoy my Valentine decorations, if you will, okay? I did so hard work on there. All right, we're not done yet, but let me get this old guy. guy here before he wakes up my neighbors. still putting stuff up here too from my heart stuff. Oh, let's see who I missed. Kelly Thompson. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I've been visiting. I did a lot of shout outs, so you can look in the description. I did as I promised. I didn't forget this time. So I did do that. Did do that. Let me get this treat bag open for them so they won't be bothering me again. But they will. They're basset hounds. What do you want? Here, Libby, Gabriel, here's your treat. Okay, the children are taken care of for now. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to January 7th, 2026. Almost at 5, 2026, and it's Wednesday. Will we make it to Friday? Hydrate, guys. Always start out with water in the morning. And end your day with water. Not too much before bedtime. Okay, let's see here. Hello, Pokey God, huh? Okay, good morning to you. Good morning, Beanhead. How are you? So nice of you to be here. Thank you for being here, Beanhead. I'm Emma. I am Sally D from Sally D's Reality, and this is Sunrise with Sally. However, we have to pretend like that's the sunrise. So use your imagination. You're Holly. Oh, okay, Callie. You're Holly, and you're from Australia. Amir, welcome back, my darling. Thank you for coming back. And my Joey's here, and Zane is here. Good morning, Zane. Lauren's here. Good morning. Oh, Love of My Life is here. Good morning. Let's see. Good morning, Grandma. Hey, good morning, Grandma. Thanks for being here, Grandma. Let's see. Who else is here? Morning. Scarlett's here. Good morning. Good morning. All new subscribers, I will put you in the shout outs, and then I'm going down my list. I know where I left off, so I'm trying to be organized here. Jessica, what does of mean, honey? Fill me in, because I know this means they agree, but what does of mean? Mitch, welcome, Mitch. Hello, how are you? Please like and subscribe to the stream, says Joey. Thank you, Joes. Let's see, somebody disappeared. Simply Debbie Sue's here telling everyone good morning, and she better not get too worn out. You hear me, Debbie Sue? Don't be doing that. Hello, Diora? Is that right, Diora? Correct me if I'm wrong. Troy, good morning. Good morning. Troy says he has 4 subs. What is your channel about, Troy? Tell us. Let's see. I totally not spamming the hearts. I'm not blaming anyone. Slay Queen Sally. I hope that's a good thing. I'm not up with all the lingo or the slang talk or whatever. Hey, Chain. Good morning, honey. Good morning. Lily. Good morning, my darling. Good morning. Oopsie. Okay. Quality. Okay. Let's see. I love you. You look like 30. Thanks, Amir. That's so nice. Oh, Granny's here. Granny says, my grandpa's right here. I don't have a grandpa. Is your grandpa with you? My grandpa's passed away, honey. My husband's on here. I have 4 subscribers on my YouTube channel. Yeah, I said that, honey. Yeah, I said, what is it? It's about your life? Okay, and how old are you? How old are you, Troy? Because my life is, I'm 60, if anybody wants to know, and I'm not going to repeat that. Hey, Poopy, what hobbies do I have? Well, I'm just starting out with, I make bracelets. These kind of bracelets, glass bead, and I made this wooden one recently, this wooden one. And I'm starting diamond art because my friend Yvonne, well, she has like, oh, I'm so into that. She does it when she's on her channel, just talking and doing. I says, oh, thank you so much. Let me get your name right. Al, is that Alan? Alan? Thank you, Alan. Don't forget to hit the like button. Bruno, Brunei from Switzerland. I don't think I have a pin in Switzerland on my map, on my world map. I have to write that down. Switzerland. I don't have one on Switzerland. Thank you, Bruno. I have to remember Bruno 55 is Switzerland. Okay. Thank you so much, Amir. I'm 60. Yes, I am. I earned every single wrinkle. There's no one behind me, just my cat. Camilla, thank you, Camilla. You are too. Joey Farr, are you set? Nope. Joey is my darling friend at Big D's place. That's my hub's 40 years. 40. I said 40 years. So I'm not in the mood to train another man. He is the love of my life. I started learning sewing this month. I got a sewing machine, but I haven't been able to do it. And now stuff, you know how flat surfaces are like magnets? Stuff is piling up around it. I have it on the table and everything. Oh my gosh, what do I do, Poopy? Um, you're gonna start, please let me know. Please let me know if you wanted to send me an email with a picture of what you're doing or what your sewing machine looks like. I got one that can do embroidery, like can put your name on it and that. I'm so intimidated by it. Hello, Dipsy. That's your other name? Okay. Okay. Um, for rap, good morning, El Waba, Awab. Um, Daryl is, yeah, he'll agree to that. Thank you for liking my glasses. Yep, they're just from pair.com, pair.com. And no, I don't get paid for that. So yeah, I do have buy me a coffee. That's the only thing I'm not monetized, honey. So, if you want to buy me a coffee, there's on my description. You can buy me a coffee if you'd like. You don't have to though. You look like you're 29. Thank you, Lily. Lily, you're so wonderful. I'm gonna keep you. Camilla, thank you. Lori's here. Sally just got a major flashback to Romper Room. Did you say that before? Because that's what I say all the time. When they would call out the names. Yes, I see Lori. Yeah, she had that hollow mirror. Yeah. I used to watch just that part. I didn't like when she was in the classroom because she was kind of boring. I'm not boring when I'm in the classroom. You should see me. Whew. Those kids don't have time to misbehave. I'm all over the place. They're trying to keep track of me. Hello, Simon. I'm going to get to scripture now here. 2026. Happy New Year. S for rap. Thank you. Iman. Oh, thank you so much. Come to India, my home. Okay. Thank you so much. Let's see who else is here. I'm in Camilla. Is that Danny? Amir, Poopy Pants, or Poopy Pies. I have an old one from the 60s. Oh, my mom used to make all my clothes when I was a kid. I was too intimidated by the computerized ones. See, that's what I'm talking about. You'll have to write to me, Poopy, my email, so we can try to help each other because I don't know what I'm doing. I also have a Cricut for years now, and it's sitting there. It's brand new. I got a case for it and everything, all the fancy stuff, all the vinyl. So now I use some of the vinyl on the back of my steps. I made them rainbow steps, and now I painted the wall. Daryl painted the wall blue, and now we're trying to figure out how to make clouds, and I am not artistic. So I'm thinking about doing I don't know if I should do a live when I do the clouds so you guys can all laugh out loud, or if I should just do a video and let you laugh at home. I don't know, because it's going to be funny. I live in America. Where you live? I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, where it's cloudy and cold right now. But if you look at some of my videos, I have some beautiful sunrises. So I do get blessed with them once in a while. Hello, Matt. My favorite name. It's my son's name. It means angel from heaven. You're a gift from God. Yes, sir. Was Kelly here? Did I miss Kelly? Was Teacher Kelly here, Joey? Hi, Miss Sally from Dr. Petrovic. Thank you for coming, Doc. Always nice to see a doctor. Did I miss Kelly, Teacher Kelly? I'm so sorry, Teacher Kelly, if you're here. Thank you very much. All of you. Shay. Oh, Shay, I used to have a girl named Shay in my class. She was so beautiful. That's where I tried to get the hair color to match her. She was a beautiful little girl. She's probably a woman now. She's probably all grown up. Thanks for saying my name, my sister. What to hear you when you say my name. Um, is your name El Waba? El, did I say that right? El Waba? El Waba. I hope I'm saying that right. Bye. I'm leaving the live chat. Okay, love. I'm sorry I disappointed you, sweetheart. I'm sorry. Love from India. Thank you. Okay, now I'm going to go. I'm going to let off here with Raft 6. Thank you. I am colorful. I'm very colorful all the time. So is my personality. Sometimes it can get a little dark, but I don't let you see that part. Hydrate. Okay, so today I'm going to talk about the flow. We have some people that we want to keep in our prayers too. Our lovely Debbie Sue, she's here, but I told her, hello, Stephen, good morning. Let me tell you something. Debbie Sue, she had surgery and she's getting better, but I don't want her overdoing it. So, you know, Daryl making sure she goes out of here if she's getting tired. I don't know how he would tell. I heard the clouds are so the sun catchers with the crystal prisms. Actually, I got I got a sun thing from Rhonda. Does anybody know Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley? I mean, I talk about her all the time. She gave me this. I haven't found a place in front of a window to hang it. Isn't that beautiful? It's very, very heavy. I gotta find something that's from my Rhonda. Hello, Terry. Good morning. Good morning. I missed Terry. How are you, darling? Are you doing okay? So nice to see you again. I'm sorry you're sick. Rick. All right, now I'm stopping with Elwaba. Wow, that's my name. And Joey's right there. And then Charles Moore. Good morning. We're going to talk about the flow. Flow. I am in the flow of life. How about you? Getting in there? Getting in 2026? I move through each day with ease and grace. I don't know. Mine's kind of bumpy. What do you guys say? Are you guys going with the flow or are you kind of bumpy? I don't know. I tell the truth. Like, that's just the way it is. I mean, I think it would be kind of boring to always have the flow. You know, you don't have anything interesting going on in your life. I mean, you know, it could be good stuff going up, right? My every breath and deep attention to the world around me connect me to the rhythm of life. Seasons change, tides rise and fall, and I flow in the harmony with it all. Even when challenges arise, there's my bloopers again. Even when challenges arise, I flow with them. I respond to agitating situations. Oh, yeah, agitating situations. Always something, but it's all in how you respond, guys. Remember, I always say that. Agitating situations calmly, meet difficulties with equilibrium, and am kind in all interactions. Are we being kind out there, guys? I sent you off yesterday to do some acts of kindness. It makes your heart so much lighter, guys. If you're cranky, try to be kind to someone. Oh, it does the work. It does your soul wonders. It does. I practice open-hearted acceptance of the world as it is and other people as they are. This practice keeps me in the flow of life, grateful for all of my experiences, whether they're, you know, not so good, you know. Good morning, Storm. Good morning, honey. Good morning, Lash. And I'm going to hold on to that thought for a minute. With an open heart, I let life unfold as I continue to grow in spiritual understanding. I move forward with joy, knowing that as a divine being, God's good flows to me and through me. God's good is coming, you know, guys. We get stronger every day because sometimes you need trials and tribulations. If your life was like that, and then something comes and you never had any trials or tribulations for your whole life, and then all of a sudden you did, you wouldn't know how to handle it. So God gives us a little bit here, a little bit there to get us, you know, used to it. You know, just like driving the car, your mom and dad, you know, you get your permit. They don't say, here's the keys, go off, have a great time. No, they don't say that. You have to practice, practice, practice. Just like when you're a little baby and you're starting to walk and you go boom on your bum, you know, and you get up, you do it again, you get up, you do it again, right? Now we're going to go over here to Proverbs chapter 4:23. It says, keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. Proverbs chapter 4:23. Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. You're going to be a wild one again, mister. Huh? She has it. She has your tower. You have to give it up to the girl. Keep your heart with all vigilance, for from it flow the springs of life. So let's keep our heart with all vigilance. Let me get back here because I have to sing a song. Because we got Kid Lemon, the Lemon Squad is here. And we say, good morning, Kid Lemon. Kid Lemon's in the house. I don't know why I like singing that, but good morning, Kid Lemon. Good morning, darling. I hope you're doing well. I hope school's going well. Jesus is King. Jesus is Lord. Yes, he is. Hey, Kid Lemon by Big D. Charlie is here. Does that say Charles or Charles? Charles here. I'm sorry. I called you Charlie. We had a dog named Charlie. When I was mad, I'd say Charles, or I would say Chuck. But, for most part, I like calling him Charlie. But I will call you Charles if that's what you would like, honey. Jesus is the way. Yes, sir. Why are y'all up? Why are we all up? That's what we do in the morning. It's morning here. Is it nighttime there, Lash? Beautiful, Poopy. Yes. Hawaba. You're leaving, darling? I'm sorry. I hope you have a wonderful day. Charles says, morning, Sally. Good morning. Oh, there she is. Rhonda, I was just saying I haven't found a place for this yet, and I'm trying to find a place for this beautiful thing because I said it's from my beautiful friend. And there's a package in the mail for you, my darling. Just be looking for it. You won't miss it because it's a big gold Rhonda. It'll be shining. You're going to see this package when it comes. Oh, yeah. Yes, sirree. That's from my Rhonda. Let's see. Everyone go to and call. What? We're not. Is that a joke or is that something that, Okay, we're not going to get there. Hello, Joanne. Hi, Joanne Smith. Thank you for coming. Good morning, Rhonda, says Daryl. Get a shout out. I love you so much. Joanne Smith. Go! Joanne's in the house, guys. Let's give her a hand. Thank you for coming. Thank you. And then Debbie Sue is here. Rhonda's here. We're all saying hello to each other. And Joey. Cher Bear's here. Good morning, Cher. How are you? I haven't seen you in a little bit. Rich is here. Thank you for being here, Rich. Let's see. Everyone's saying hello to Cher Bear. Sorry, I am rage baiting. Kayla, what's wrong, Kayla? Why do you want to do that? Sorry, you're rage baiting. I don't know what rage baiting is, but it doesn't sound good because when I rage clean, look out. I have those big construction garbage bags. I tell Daryl, you want to help me? Okay, you want to help me? Bam, bam. It goes right in my car. I have a bunch of stuff in my car now to donate. And I'm going to get to it. Let's see. Kayla, let me know what's going on, sweetie. Let me know if you want to let the crowd here know or if you want to email me or something, honey. Then we could talk about it. Marie, good morning. Thank you. They are from pair.com. And no, I don't get paid. These are my favorite ones because they're colorful. I haven't gone through my pack yet, but some of the magnets fell of the ones that are cheaper. You have school. Okay. Good morning and go to school. School is cool because that's from a teacher right here. Michael Martinez. Oh, this is my scarf from Evie. I have some wonderful friends like Rhonda, Debbie Sue, Evie. My cats here are yelling at me because I didn't feed them yet. Let's see. We have the LOL crew, which is Landon. You didn't think I remembered. Landon, is that you? Landon? The LOL crew, 76 trombones. Yes, sirree, because I don't read that number. That's the year my brother was born, actually. My auntie's in the hospital. Oh, she has a new baby. Ashley's gonna have her baby soon. Your style, thank you, is it Lauren? Ooh. Hi, low key. Hello, hello. See, I don't have Daryl here telling me what these words are because they're so small. Thank you. You look more beautiful. Low key. I sprained my ring finger. How'd you do that? Landon, is that you though? Is that you? LOL crew. Did I remembered your name right? Let's see. We got Thu. This obviously deserves a like and subscribe. Well, thank you. But I only want people who want to be here to like and to subscribe, but you can hit the like because that's a hug. I get hugs from anyone. Hello, Yamin. Hello, my darling. How are you? Yes, I knew it was Landon. See, guys, my memory is almost good. It's almost. Yeah, you sprained your finger. Thank you, low key. I love my glasses too. I don't know what I ever did without them. Dev, thank you. Thank you so much. You're from Indonesia? Well, hello, Nyla. Share Bear, she says no. I don't know what she's saying, no. See, I'm behind, but I have to read scripture because that's what some people came for. And all right, so we were going with the flow. Now it says, in quietness, I am refreshed and renewed. So the quietness, I don't like quiet. As you can see, I'm very loud. Sometimes I like a little bit of quiet, but you know, to talk to God and everything. But I love my classroom when they were noisy, and a lot of people just want their kids in their classroom to be, you know, little, you know, Stepford children, or even people with their own children at home. I don't want them to run wild, but you know, when they're talking and interacting with one another, learning's going on, you know. But you know, my boys, you know, they were sometimes noisy, but not, you know what I mean? They were under control, but they were, you know, they knew manners and things. They weren't crazy running up and down the walls and stuff. But I always thought that, you know, a classroom that had a little murmur going on, you know, that there was learning going on. You know, if they're sitting at a seat doing worksheets all the time, I would let them go on the floor and do, you know, projects together. Good morning, Mike. How are you, honey? Is your headache gone? Let's see. Sometimes, especially on my busiest day, I need to be quiet to step away for a few moments and simply be. Just like Simply Debbie Sue. You just have to simply be. Just with God. Be one with God. I begin by finding a comfortable space. I feel my body relax, my breathing becomes regular and easy, and the busy stream of my thoughts slow as I open my mind and heart to the divine presence within me. Now, I have, like, my mind doesn't, I don't know about you, but my mind, when I am in the quiet, I still have noise, you know, thinking about like that what I got to do all day, but I have to learn, I'm trying to learn to meditate, to calm down, right? And to, you know, meditate, thinking about listening to God, because I do enough talking to God. As you can see, I'm very talented in that, but, and I, I just have a lot to say. But, one second. I try to get this in before I do anything else. So I have to keep taking sips of it. But I try to be, you know, one with God in the morning and listen to God, because I'm always talking to God, but I need to, you know, listen to him. Do you ever try to listen to God? You listen with your heart. It's not necessarily with your ears, you know. When I worked at the parochial school, Catholic school, at lunchtime, I would go over to the church, and usually there wasn't anybody there unless there was a funeral or something. But, you know, you could sit there, and sometimes it was so quiet. You could hear like the building crackling or settling, like even the pews and that, like, or when someone walks in, you could hear every little footstep, every breath they were taking. But I used to like to go in there and just kneel down or just even sit in the pew and just listen. You know, you ever go to church when there's no one there and just listen? It's like, wow, you know, or, you know, go light a candle and just say some prayers for your family and just be like it says here. I just want to, open up your mind and your heart to God and just be. Doesn't that sound awesome? I just want peace in my heart. I want to know that everyone's okay, which everyone's not going to always be okay. But just like you guys, I look forward to this in the morning, and I get up in the morning and I'm not like, oh, I'm so tired. Why do I do this? I'm just like, "Ah, I can't wait to see all my friends, and who's going to come today, who's going to be new, who am I going to learn more stuff about, right? Because I go to a lot of people's lives and see like what like yesterday I was on Dashing Womble last night, and we were joking around and stuff, and I was talking to James the Brit. He's like 19, but I joke around with him and stuff. And so but they learned a lot of things about me. Like, they didn't know that I worked on Dance Moms. And I'm like, yeah, I was a tutor for them. And, I don't throw these things around, but they were like, oh, wow, I always learn something new about you. And I'm like, yeah, I always learn something new about people on here. And that's why I told you guys, you're not numbers, you're all people. And I like to just, try to look at what you guys are saying, but sometimes it gets a little overwhelming because it starts moving. And I really am trying. That's why I like to, like, when after this, I go through the new subscribers, and I try to go on your channel. Like, some of you might have got messages yesterday, but some of you are have parental protection on there, so you really shouldn't be in here, guys. I don't want you to get in trouble, but that's the reason why YouTube does that, 13 and above, I believe it is, because, sometimes there's not me, because I have clearances to be with all kinds of children, fingerprints and all that. But there's some people, guys, if you're young, please don't be misled. You got to be careful online, and parents, put that parental protection on there so no one, can bother them. Hey, Cheese Stick. How are you? But guys, be real careful online. Don't trust anyone. They could be the nicest people. There's not so nice people out there. I don't want to label as bad, because it can be even worse than bad. And don't ever go somewhere meeting someone. I know I'm digressing. I'm going to on a completely different subject, but the young ones that are on here, be careful, okay? Don't be talking to people you don't know. All right. Someone might say that they're 12 or 13, but they're really not. And you don't ever go somewhere you're not supposed to be. Okay. Like this channel, we're just talking about God, but still, I have to tell you, this is like 13 and above. We're not talking about anything bad, and there's never anything bad on my channel. There's not really any swearing, because I just say crap or stuff like that. But, like just regular words. I don't say like F-bombs and stuff, and I don't permit that from other people. So keep that at your house if that's what you talk like. But, like, it's a safe place here, but, there's rules, and I have to abide by them, because, I am a teacher, and that's what teachers have to do. Hello, Dev. So parents, get that protection put on there. I'm just saying, okay? Just saying. And everybody's saying hello to each other. Let's see. Hello, Landon. What's up, buddy? Did I miss something? Oh, there's a lot of bad people on here. Uh-oh, you see that? There's some people on there, they're getting a timeout. Grown-ups get timeouts too. You see that? I'm still in high school, and for me, it's 11:30 at night. Oh, boy. You love my red hair. So do I. My hubby does my hair. However, I do need to cut it. I don't like to go somewhere to cut it, because they make me like a baldy, I know you said you sprained your finger. Green bean, that's my favorite vegetable. Green beans. However, when I was younger, I didn't like them. Just like spinach. I love spinach now too. Okay. Ungrateful? Ungrateful? I don't know how you sent me $600, because I don't have any account on here except for my coffee thing, but whatever. I've never been ungrateful for anything, guys. Hi, God bless you. I love your live. You're so well, thank you. On Andre? Is that on? Wait, on. Unders? Oh, come on. Tell me what your name is. My eyes are really bad, guys. Really, really bad. And I'm not just saying, I got to make this bigger. Um, hello, hello, hello. JJS. Good morning. Julie Jordan Scott. JJS. Good morning. Hello, how are you, my darling? You're up early. Hello, Mamacita. I like that name. I like that name, Monica. Hello, hello, hello. I love that, Mamacita. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, that's what my niece used to tell. She used to call me Mamacita, but she didn't know how to say it. So she would say, Mamacita, she would say, Mama Seesaw. She used to call me Mama Seesaw because she was trying to say Mamacita. She was so cute. She's a woman now. She's a big girl. She's married. My niece Katie. She's one of my kids are like my daughter. My sister has 8 kids, so the 5 girls were, I was very close with 3 of them. The other ones were real small whenever they were around where I lived. Hey, Brooklyn. Hello, Brooklyn. Oh my gosh, that's a beautiful name. I was just scrolling YouTube on lives and came across me. That's okay. That's okay, love. I don't ever do anything on here that can, hurt you. In quiet, I am refreshed and renewed, says JJS. Yes, I love quiet. I love verbal connection too, but quiet gives me time to integrate what I have picked up. Julie, I wanted to tell you, who was it? Somebody was hugging. Oh, it was Dora. When we were not last night, the night before, Julie, she was looking for koala bears. We found one, and she was hugging a tree. And I said to her, "Oh, JJS would like that." So not last night's live, but the one before. I said, "Oh, I think I took a picture of it, of the screenshot. I was going to send that to you, but I got so sidetracked yesterday with all that was going on here. Whew. So yeah, Julie. Hi, Chris. Chris is Kenneth. Kenneth is, he uses the name Chris on here. Let's see. How old am I? Does it matter how old I am? I'll tell you, I'm 60 years old, but it's never kind to ask a woman, no matter how old or young they are, how old they are, but I'm 60. Yes, sir. I'm 60 years old. And, that's just how old I am. I don't understand why that even, I don't even know why that matters. I'm sorry. I'm trying to read some of these things here. Hollywood. Hello, my darling. Candy K all day. Candy K all day. Hello, darling. Everybody say Candy K all day. Candy K's in the house. Ooh, ooh. Am I too much for you to handle in the morning? Oh, she's probably like, oh, her poor husband. Good morning, Candy K. Thanks for being here. Thank you so much for being supportive of me. And I do the same because, yeah, we went to your house for that time, for that, that raid. Good morning, says Debbie Sue. Our Debbie Sue's out and about, Candy K, but I told her not to overdo it. What Hollywood puppets? Why are you condemning the children? Candy K. Hi, Candy. Morning, Sally from Candy K. You know who are listening? I don't know. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. They might need God. There's people in the unknown. In the unknown watching. They probably know me and stuff, or creepers and stuff. It's okay, but maybe they'll change their ways. Sometimes there's little trolls coming down here. They don't look like gnomes. They're little trolls, and they come and they say stuff, and then sometimes they apologize. So you never know. You got to kill them with kindness, You ever hear that? Kill them with kindness. Sometimes you kill that bad spirit in them, and then they have the love of God in their heart. It really does work. Now, I don't let people walk all over me, but when you're kind to people, that's why I say hello to someone. Hello, good morning, or even a simple smile. If you're too lazy to use your mouth, which I know some of you do. I mean, some of these kids in school, they talk a lot. But to say good morning to someone, a friendly smile. Do you know how much that could change how someone that could change someone's life? There's people that are homebound and sometimes they are able to get out to go to the doctor or something, and that you're the first contact with human contact they had maybe in a month. And if you would just smile at them, right? If you would just smile at them, um, or do you call? Um, yeah, if you just smile at you might change their whole day or tell them their hair looks nice or something, even if it doesn't. Just a kind word that would brighten up that person's world. You don't even know what's going on in their life. They might be out at the doctor's and found out today they were diagnosed with cancer, God forbid, but you don't know what's going on in their life. Some people are miserable when they get news like that, but you could just give a little bit of sunshine or light to them. Honest to God, that would change their life, their day. That one little act of kindness. You might think, oh, well, I just said hi to them and then I thought I liked their hair. But that little gesture is something little to you, but that might mean the world to them, right? That's like a ray of sunshine to them. You don't know, guys, you don't know how much you can really change the world with little teeny little things, and people pay it forward. When you brighten their day, they might feel better about themselves instead of being cranky and ruining someone's day, honking the horn, flipping fingers. They might be a little bit more patient with the next person they encounter. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm not just like preaching this like, oh, kumbaya, No, it's really true. I have done it myself. I've had people, I've had principal, this one, oh my goodness. She was always so miserable in the morning. And everyone would just run for the hills when she showed up, right? And I'd say, "Good morning, how are you?" And she'd bark off something. But do you need anything? Because I'm just going to my classroom now, and I could run down to get you coffee or something. I would just be kind. Not a kiss up, but she was older and she had problems with her knees, and she was pulling herself up the stairs on the banister. It was sad, but she had a lot of issues like that, pain, and you could just change someone's life like that. Do you guys believe what I'm saying? Um, I don't know. Do you? Um, it says, you made me laugh when you said little trolls coming down here did that thing with your arm and thought it was so cute. I don't even know what I did. I don't even know what I do. I can be doing all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I'm very animated. That's what my husband told me. I said, I'm not having drama because I couldn't really, I just could not walk on my leg yesterday. I said, I'm not trying to be dramatic. He says, you're not dramatic. I said, really? And he goes, no, you're just animated. But with my kiddos in my classroom, I was very animated. I would dress up like, I put these long purple eyelashes on and a purple wig. You know how you guys know. If you know me, you know. I like my wigs. But I had a purple wig and I had this purple gown. It was like a Halloween costume, but it was a gown, and I would turn into Princess Purplicious. And sometimes, Princess Purplicious would take over for Mrs. Davis. And if they call me Mrs. Davis, um, if they called me Mrs. I'm like, no, she's not here. And I look around and they're like, Mrs. Davis. I said, no, I am Princess Purplicious. Let's get it right, kid. And they would just be laughing. And I said, no, I'm not Mrs. Davis. I am the substitute today. I am Mrs. Purplicious. And they would be like, okay, Mrs. Purplicious. And then the next day they would say, Mrs. Davis, you had a substitute named Mrs. Purplicious, and she was crazy. Don't you do that again. Hello, James. Good morning. Good morning to you. Good morning, Ross. Good morning. Did I miss anybody? I'm so sorry if I did, because I just talk too much. So, I love when people laugh with me. If you laugh at me, you know what? You can just, you can. I don't care. I just rather, if everybody's happy, that's my goal for the day. To start your day off with God, to start you off in a good mood, okay? So you can go out there and conquer the world and spread God's word, even if you're not saying what you read in the scripture today or spreading that news, or just think about it while you're driving in your car to work, or just, listen to the replay. You don't even have to look at me when you're listening. Like some of the people that have lives, I just listen to them as I'm driving. Sometimes I even listen to mine again to see if I did any oopses, like, did I sound ridiculous, but sometimes I just listen to it in the car. I know, call me crazy. But sometimes I'm just like, I got to get that message because I'm too busy talking. I'm not listening to myself. But there's so many things that we could do to make this world a better place. I mean, it says from Psalms chapter. You know how I love Psalms because so much the beautiful 46:10. It says, "Be still and know that I am God." Just like whenever I told you guys, I would ask the nun and the priest when I was younger, who exactly is God? Where did God come from? And they would always say, he is and he always will be. I said, okay, I know God is and always will be, but like, what is it like? I was always curious. I guess that's why I'm a teacher. But why? Like a 2-year-old asks too many questions and you just don't know what to answer sometimes. But I just want to know. But they always said, he is and always will be. So it says here, be still and know that I am God. So even God's giving me that answer. I don't know. Go figure. But I sparkle with energy and light. The waves on a lake sparkle as they catch the sunlight. Likewise, I sparkle as I reflect divine light within me. I radiate this light as joy and enthusiasm. I am energized and eager to experience all that is before me. The world is exciting and interesting, full of opportunities to learn and grow, brimming with prospects to share my light and love and service. I am ready to take on new adventures. I walk with my joyful journey, shining light to all. I see this sparkle in the divine in others and feel we are one in light and love. Just like I said, it will reflect off of someone else. And when you give it to them and they go to the next person, I'm telling you, it's like a domino effect. If we could just do that. I'm one person. I can only do so much. But if you do and you do and you do, like I have 1,300 subs, if we all work together, imagine that. Imagine that if 1,300 of you hit 1,300 people, just one person each, right? That's 2,600 people, right? And then those 26 hit more. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see how every one of us can just hit, and then we could just spread love and kindness to one another and just be nice. Okay, I'm not going to start singing Kumbaya, I promise, because Joey doesn't allow me to sing on here. Oh, Joey's a little manager on here. The wonderful dividends of my attitude are enriching friendships, a fulfilling life of abundant supply. I relax and trust my prosperity, peace, and wholeness. I have never relaxed. So let me see here. Oh my gosh, my Martha's here. Martha, my darling friend, my partner in crime in my kindergarten class. She came yesterday. Oh, I was going to text you last night and thank you for being here. She says, hi, good morning, and God bless you, and God loves you, and have a good life and blessed life to all the mods here and everywhere, and everyone. Martha, I have the best mods. I have the best people here. Hello, Riza. But I'm trying my best, Martha, and Martha can attest to. I've always been excitable like this. She put up with me for a year and a half. Is that right, Rhonda or Martha? But Martha, I loved my Martha, and she was always so good to me. And we have Matthew here. Matthew, now wait, let me think. Matthew, you're the same Matthew. There's so many Matthews, Matt. I love the name Matthew, and I'm getting all confused. Are you the one that does the video game with the big trucks? The big, the big rigs? Is that the same Matthew? Hello, Ashley. How's those babies in there? Are they ready yet? Are they ready? Brooklyn, I love God and I love that you love God too. Yes, it would be a better world. Yes, it would. And how I'm just asking you to do one person. I'm just asking you to do one person. Um, do I like trolls? What do you mean? Do I like trolls? I love everyone, and my friend Ray says I tend to, play with the trolls a little bit too much because, I get a little. Never mind. Anyways, no, everybody doesn't want them to come. Internet trolls, they don't want them to come. But you know what? I've had trolls come in here ready to attack me, and they turn around and say, I'm sorry. And they do, and then they become a subscriber of mine, and they're wonderful people. They're just misunderstood. Trolls are misunderstood because they're having a bad day. They get on the internet, they're scrolling around looking for a victim, right? Looking for a victim, and then they find out that, you know what? You don't have to be like that, darling. You don't have to be like that. Oh no. Oh, you're new here. Okay, welcome, Matthew. You are a gift from God. You are, because Matthew means angel from heaven, and that's what my boy is. My boy's name is Matthew, and he surely is an angel from heaven. But even though he doesn't think he is, but he is. He's done so many things. So we got was that Noxious? Night Rider, a shadowy flight into the dangerous world of a man who does not exist. Oh, I love that show. I love that show. And I love the actor too. He was tall and handsome. Oh, you wish they were, they got a cook in there. Ashley, they got to get ready. You don't want them to be born too early. No. Alterna T. Oh, I don't know. Let's see. It's 4868. You turn trolls into subscribers. Actually, many of them, but not all of them. And they're nice people, but they're just misunderstood. Sally, I'm leaving. I'm going to church. Okay, James, that's awesome. Yeah, just sit there and listen, James. Just listen with your heart. Listen with your heart. Amir, you're back. Amir's back. I didn't know you left. Let's see. Some people are getting into trouble. I was going to say, you like my glasses? Thank you very much. Zero Bounce. I'm meeting this guy who says he's 13 at a park. Okay, Zero Bounce. Don't mess with me. Don't mess with me, because I was very serious. There are a lot of children. There are a lot of children that are getting themselves into trouble. And if you're messing with me, that's not nice. Okay? You know what? Because, like I said before, all you people talking about that dude, Santa Claus. Oh, Santa Claus is watching. No, listen here. God's watching. You don't want to make him mad. Okay? And then there's also Karma Dharma. Have you ever heard about her? I stay on her good side. I do. But I have to go. Love your glasses. Thank you, Matthew. Come back soon. You are beautiful, Sally. Both inside and out. Thank you very much. Can you shout out me, please? More? Okay. Good morning, More. Hello. Welcome to Sally D's Reality and Sunrise with Sally. Have you turned subscribers into trolls? That would be interesting. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, but I'm not going to call them out. I'm not going to call them out. I got to remember to stop by and say, I got to remember to stop by and say hi. Well, thank you, Anna. Thank you. Anna's here. She's the queen. She's the queen there, hustling there. She's a door dasher, or they have so many things that they deliver stuff to now. It's awesome. They're hard workers. Yep, I heard about the stray kids. Yes, sir. I checked into them too. Let's see. Payne, you're from Indonesia. Well, good morning and welcome to America here, so to speak. How are you this morning, Ben? It's going wonderful. going wonderful. I'm just talking to you all about God and how we can change the world. Charlene and Rifa, thank you for being here. Are you new? Because Charlene, I don't remember seeing you on my sub list because I've been visiting some of my channels. Yesterday I got off of here at 9 o'clock and I was on there and I said, oh, it's 2:30. I was on there, putting all your names that I called out on the description. I had typed them, and then if it was like a weird thing, the spell check, the autocorrect would take it off and have to do it all over again and remember to hit the thing. I'm not tech savvy, so it took me all that time to do the shout outs on my description of my channel, and then I had to do something else. I had to fix this you have to put it public and everything, and I tried to do that right away. And then there's a bunch of other things you have to do on there. And then I was making some bracelets and stuff. Then I was like, oh, it's 3 o'clock. I got to get to the post office because I had to mail something to my Rhonda. Don't tell her. I told her, but wait till she sees the color of the package. Anyway, it's very shiny. But and then I had to mail because it's Rhonda's birthday coming up. And then I had to mail a thank you to my Evie. Because she made me this scarf. I had to tell her thank you. I hear she's making me another one, and I should get the picture of the material. It's neon rainbow, kind of like this more because this is more pastel. My Evie is being so good to me, and so all my friends are. Rhonda's so good to me. All of my friends are so good to me. I can't wait. Nana of 5, we're going to do maybe a live together. I haven't opened up my diamond art. I'm just worried because my eyes are real bad. I'm just worrying that I'm going to be able to do it. So I got a beginner one. But the other one that I ordered first, thank God I ordered a beginner one because the regular one is so tiny. I was like, oh, I said, Yvonne, I don't know if I can see this. Please song she, him. Good. Hey, beautiful. Hey, Kush? Did I say that right? Kush? Oh, thank you. I think you're more handsome or beautiful. I can't see your little picture. You're wearing something brown. I'll have to look at that later. Oh, Levi, that was my basset hound. Leviticus, that's from the Bible. Did you know that? Your name is from the Bible, Leviticus? I also had a Zeke, who was Ezekiel. I know, isn't my scarf so beautiful? Hello, my fantasy waves. Good morning. She's getting ready for work, or let's see. Please pray for my dad, Sally. Oh, cancer. He had it. Oh, okay. We will. My mom had that. That's very hard. You get lots of rest now, Chris, because if you're going to be the caretaker, you have to be ready to go, honey. Jessalyn, I am in the United States. Where are you from, Jessalyn? I am in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. My name is Sally D. I'm from Sally D's Reality is my channel, and this show is called Sunrise with Sally. I'm 60 years old, and I live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm in the United States. Did I cover it all? Let me know if I missed anything. Cassie, Sarah Williams, good morning. I think you were here, Denise, and thank you so much, Ronnie. Good morning. God bless you. So, what do you think of my challenge for you guys? Ashley and Payne Shindra, can you look outside? It's the snow's all gone. It's kind of rainy. Candace, good morning. Oh, that's such a pretty name, Candace. That's my son Daryl's best friend's name. She was in the wedding too. She was a groomswoman, And then yeah, both of my boys have women are their best friends, and mine are all my best friends are men. But now I got some girl best friends because I used to think that women were high maintenance. But now I found some women that aren't so high maintenance. Because you can see me, I just do some eye makeup and that's it. I don't have to do all the frilly stuff. Ava, Jesus Christ loves you and he is coming back. Repent. Yes, we got to be prepared. We have to be prepared. Oh, Candace, you're amazing for coming here and being nice to me. Thank you so much. Violet? Violet? I love the way you spell your name. Tell your mama that. That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. Okay, so let me see about my sparkle here. The wonderful dividends of my attitude are enriching friendships, right? If you're miserable, do you think people want to be your friend? Or if you're like a backstabber, do you think people want to be your friend? A filling life and abundant supply. I relax and trust my prosperity, peace, and wholeness. I give my all to life, and I am richly blessed in everything I do. So what you give out is what you get back, you know? I'm my brother's caregiver. He had a really bad head trauma, and he is so negative all the time. He's so negative, and I said, John, you're putting out. You're putting out all this negativity, and it's the wind is blowing and hitting you right back in the face, honey. You got to stop this, you know? Find something positive in the day. I told him, I said, just one thing that's positive. Tell me one thing that happened to you that's positive. And he won't play along with it. He won't play along with my game. Hello, enter. Arnold, good morning, and Yuma, I am a atheist. However, I love you each day and each time you do stream. That's okay. I welcome all. All people are welcome. Rangeley's here from Maine. See, I didn't even have to read that. Rangeley, how's Maine weather up there? We don't have any snow here. We're like I think we're going to be in the 50s today. So maybe I could wash my car. But the only thing is, if it's wet, all that salt gets back on the car anyway. So it's kind of, but my thing, oh, you know what? I think my membership ended, I think it ends on the 9th. I might have a chance to wash my car again because they were closed because it was like 20 degrees. So they wouldn't have the car wash open, which I think I should get credit for that because they weren't open for a good 3 weeks. And I paid a lot of money for that, Let's see. I hope I have time to go to America. You will. Hello, enter user. Enter user. Enter user. New sub. All right. 5 to 6 inches since. See, this is why I don't live in Maine. My girlfriend lives in Connecticut. My friend from first grade. Yeah, we were best friends since first grade. And she moved there. And I guess she likes it. So, she found a man there, so she's probably going to be there for a while. 5 to 6 inches. It's nice when it's snowing and it's Christmas and everybody doesn't have to, everybody's home and they don't have to like go anywhere. That's so nice. And now that we got the fireplace working, it's nice. You sit in front of it and get the heat and everything. But whenever my husband has to go to work and stuff, I worry what I'm like, call me, because he goes on all these back roads and they're windy, because I've been married to him for 40 years and I don't want to know life without him, I don't know what I would do. Let's see, Rangeley, I grew up in Connecticut. Glossy Girls, that's an interesting name. Oh, you're from Lancaster, California. I thought that was going to say Lancaster, Pennsylvania, because that's not too far from me, Lancaster, Pennsylvania. But welcome very much. Is it raining in Lancaster? I know Tracy with an IE, her channel, she was saying it was rainy. And I said, well, welcome to my world. Because, in California, they don't get a lot of rain. And they're not used to it. And it's very depressing. Oh, you are still live. Yeah, I tend to ramble. This is why I live in Northwest, whoopsie daisies, Florida. Snow is considered a once-in-a-lifetime event. Oh, yeah. It's not my choice here. Fancy waves. My husband loves this place. Jasper, hello. I like that name. Jenny, good morning. I love you more. Jenny. Okay, let's see. It was really bad. Oh no. Let's see. A couple more here. Let's see. Alpha, do I have a wife? I'm a girl and my husband is right here somewhere on here. I've been married 40 years to my husband and his name is Daryl and he's very much a man. Nope, I don't have a wife. Why? Do you have a wife? Snow clips posted and more to, oh, I will stop by. Yeah, Rangeley has a nice channel. It's like when I was there, I saw some outdoor things and don't you have like a pond or am I getting you confused with someone? I go to so many channels and my filing system is wrong, but Rangeley, don't you have like a pond or something? A pond? Am I right or wrong? I still remember a pond or something. I don't know. On your property. Hello, Violet. Hello. Congratulations. What is congratulations? Oh, for 40 years of marriage? Yes. I don't have the time nor the energy to train another man or any other human being. I'm done. I'm done. Anyway. Okay. So this is a touchy subject sometimes. Self-expression. Some people don't appreciate self-expression of some people. Like, my friend Rhonda here, Entreaty with by Rhonda Hensley. She says, be you on purpose. Do you understand that? Be you on purpose? And that's what I have been doing. Because before that, I had to behave myself because I was a teacher. And, I had to behave myself because I was a mom. Well, I didn't always do that. I have trouble with authority. But hello, Miss Sherlock. Good morning. Good morning. But self-expression is very important. Your identity, your character, and who you are. Now, another important things is who you hang out with because that reflects on how people think you are. So if you hang out with a bunch of people, hello, Kelly, did I miss you earlier? Because somebody said goodbye to Kelly and I was like, oh no. You don't have school today, Kelly? So self-expression is very important and you need to be yourself. Don't try to be somebody else. Now, sure, there's a time and a place to be silly like me. I can't be walking in the church. Hey, good morning, Kelly. Good morning, Mr. Priest or Pastor. There's a time and a place for that, right? I know how to behave myself and have manners, right? Self-control. But, just to be, I'm a talkative person and sometimes Justin's on here that I can talk the doorknob off of a door, ha, I don't care. I know I talk a lot and that's okay with me. My dogs like me, my kids like me, people, some people like me. If you don't like me, you don't have to do anything. You know what I mean? You don't have to hang around me. If you don't like somebody, why would you hang around with somebody you don't like, right? That's why I said, if you subscribe, don't just subscribe for numbers because my people aren't numbers. Anyways, I give expression to my divine nature. My life is full. When I receive a gift, I may be surprised by the giver's thoughtfulness, dazzled by the pretty wrapping paper and colorful ribbons, and excited, wondering about its contents. But I have to open it to see what's inside, right? My divine identity is perhaps my most precious gift. It's not enough just to show that I have it. I must express myself to reveal my gifts to myself and everyone else, right? Let me read that again. I must express myself to reveal my gifts to myself and everyone else. Like my friend Evie from Evie's Eden, she's just starting to do watercolors and learn how to do that. And she's expressing herself, right? And she's so hard on her. And I keep telling her, don't be hard on yourself. But some of the paintings she made, like the first one, she videotaped, it was a flower. Okay, and she's just trying, her first time. You should have seen those flowers. They were so beautiful. She did it with a paintbrush. I couldn't even do that with a crayon. When I had kindergarten, I used to draw them with stick people and stuff. But, I did draw bodies because some of the kindergartens are so young, it depends on when they were born, how they hit, the admission into kindergarten. So there's young kindergartners and older kindergartners, but some of them would draw a head with, the legs sticking out of the, right out of the, with the head, like their legs and they don't, they don't, that's like, it's process of development. So then they learn that there's a body and then their arms go out of that, but that's not how they see it when they're that age. So she's very, very, very talented, but she just doesn't give herself credit. And I tell her, but sometimes, people need to have encouragement or a cheerleader, which I was like, I never got pom-poms. And Evie's like, just use these for pom-poms. I am like the biggest cheerleader I can be for my friends. I encourage people. And, I think that's because, being with kindergarten so long of my life, I learned that I have to encourage them because I'm a big advocate of children that you really have to encourage them. Don't give them empty promises. Don't talk down to them. Don't, say negative things because they can get a complex and that really scars people. Even as a grown up, if someone says something nasty to somebody, you can really hurt their heart and you can't take the words back. I know I'm a broken record with that, but once you say those words, they're done. You could say sorry forever, but once you say those words, it's just so hard for people they forgive you, but they don't forget. So before, in the heat of anger or whatever, think before you speak. It's so important. I stress that so much, especially to children. Don't give them empty promises. If you say that you're we're going to do this, this, and this, and then you don't know for sure that you can do it. Oh, there was only one time that happened to me. I planned this field trip, right? It was in the fall. We were going to go to the pumpkin patch. And I never thought in a million years, but we were going to go. I had all the permission slips. The day came, and wouldn't you know that it was raining like a waterfall, right? It was pouring down rain. I mean, because I always thought if it was raining, we could still go, just wear boots and a jacket, right? No, it was bad. It was raining and the place closed that day because who's going to look at pumpkins? I mean, there was mud, like mudslides, because Pennsylvania has a lot of hills and cliffs and stuff. There was like a lot of damage going on, like some areas were getting flooding and the kids were you can't do that. They were crying and I was just like, we're going to go, but it's going to be a different day. Gabriel, you're making noise. But Gabriel, stop that. Stop. Here, have this. Here, buddy. Here you go. But there was no way I could fix that. And it wasn't intentional, but oh my gosh. But the love in my heart, it says, the love in my heart, the heights of my imagination and the zeal that kindles my passion help me take my place in the world only as I can. There's only one me, right? Remember yesterday whenever that somebody said something about somebody being ugly, get them off of here. They were fighting back and forth. I think maybe it was Sunday. I don't know what day it was, but there was some kids on here bickering around and Teacher Kelly wasn't here. So I didn't have any backup as far as like, how to deal with, they were kids because I hope they were kids because that was very immature. But anyway, they were arguing back and forth. And I said, when you call if I said that the little kindergarten's picture's ugly and squished it up and threw it down, that's the same thing you're saying to God, squishing up the paper and saying that this masterpiece, I might not be perfect, but I'm God's masterpiece because there's only one me, thank God, huh? But there's only one me. There's only one you. You might have a twin and be identical twins, but are you really identical, right? Because there's always something different because your heart is different than theirs, right? You know what I mean? You might be identical in looks, but there can be something different about you, like your fingerprints, like whatever. You might have one toe growing this way, but we're all different and we all bring the special gifts that God gives us to use them to help others. God doesn't make mistakes. It's people with their free will that are making the mistakes because God gives us free will. And I don't know if you ever heard of free will, but God's saying, okay, here's your life. Go and do with it, okay? Here's, as you get grown up and, your parents should tell you what's right and what's wrong, or from your gut what's right and what's wrong. And then you go to live your life as you get older, and in that free will, sometimes people abuse that. I have the freedom to do what I want, or they turn their back on God, which God is forgiving. He's still there. He's still there with you, right? But he sees what you're doing. And if you have kids and stuff, change your ways, right? Because what you have is a gift from God. Just like when you have children, those little children, they're still God's children, but he's letting you raise them. He's given them to you as a gift, and they're only yours here on the earth. But they're God's children, children of God. We're all children of God. Even though I'm 60, I'm a child of God. You're my sisters and brothers in Christ. Jesus Christ brings us all together like a family. Like I told you, all of you have your communities that have channels, and then I belong to your channel, you belong to mine, and all of our channels go together, our communities go together, and it forms the nucleus, which is the core tribe. We're all here to be happy together, guys. I don't know, it takes a little more effort. I think it takes more effort to be mean jerk to someone than to be nice to someone. Do I sound ridiculous? I don't know. I think that the world could be a better place if we just made an effort. I think it takes more effort to be mean to someone, to find something wrong with them, to be a bully. I just don't get it. We could all be so happy, but I guess some people just think it's boring to be nice to everyone, or because someone has a crooked nose or has acne. That's really hard on that person to have acne, that at a certain age, especially growing up as a teenager, and, to make fun of them. Or, sometimes people are, some kids are a little bit more overweight than others. It's not necessarily always that they're sitting around eating. Or maybe they're depressed. Maybe their family is going through some stuff and that's the only friend they have is food. I know that might sound ridiculous to some perfect jock or something, but you know what? You don't even know if that perfect jock has a good life. Maybe he's picking on somebody because he doesn't have a good life and it makes him feel better, right? But the girl that's chubby, she might have a very loving family and he's jealous of that. Hello, Tiny K. Thanks for your support, my darling little ballerina. I love you so much. Thank you for coming to visit. Omina, I take my Sally, please. Hello, darling. I was over on Big Red, Big's, I was on her channel, Tiny K, and I was on the source and he was naming off channels and he said people that were live, and I was like, please, can we go over to see Red or, 1111? And we did. I was so excited because I know I wanted to help them out with their numbers and stuff. But then I found out that Red is monetized. I was so excited. And there's my friend, Mrs. G. She is monetized now. And people feel insecure about themselves and then they pick on other people. I dealt with that when I was a kid. It's hurtful and mean. Yes, it is. It is. Because someone's different. I think that God took a little bit more time on them to make them different. What you think is ugly, God smiles upon, right? And that's sad that people do that. I try not to judge. And I said try because I'm not perfect. I try not to judge people because I guess I do judge people that are mean. But I've learned to, like the trolls, I learned to still be nice to them. Kill them with kindness because that really does help. And, like I said, a lot of them, turned around and apologized to me. And that made my heart so happy. And some of the moderators like, what the heck did you just do? I said, I don't know, just being nice to them because they were ready to delete them or make them, what do you call that? Not seen, or I don't know anything about that. But hello, Julia. Welcome back. I think you were here before, weren't you? But so I don't know. It's just, I try to be nice to everybody. I used to be negative. I did. And, because my life was just, Daryl and I, we got married so young, and it was always a hassle. I had to work two jobs at one time right after my baby was born, and I didn't really have time to, spend with Matthew, my second baby. And, you know, we bought a house when we were young, and, we wanted to, own something that we tried to make our life, and it's still we're making it, but some of people, even though we live in the United States, a lot of people out of country think that because you live in the United States you're rich. But no, like if we would miss just one paycheck, a lot of people are like that. You be out of luck. What, out of luck. And so we have to be very careful about that. So I have been in Miami since 8 months. I am new to the US. I don't know about American culture and many things about America. So people often make fun. Oh no, I hope not. You know what? Don't assimilate those 80 to 80 18. Don't assimilate that as all Americans, because we're not all like that. We're not all like that. Thank you, Tiny K. You're such a sweetie pie. I already let you out, so stop backsassing. Tatum, I'm doing my home project. You have a home project? Like a home improvement? Is that what you're talking about? Here, Libby. Home improvement? Is that what you're talking about, honey? Thank you for hitting the like button, guys. Thank you so much. Oh my, I have a lot of hugs today. Thank you. I just saw Yvonne wrote that on there. You are the sweetest person I met today. Well, I hope you go out, Julia, and you meet some more people. You're doing good. 58 likes today. Yeah, but Mrs. G, I get a little overwhelmed when the room is filled like with 100 people talking to me at once. Did that ever happen to you? Candy K, yeah, Candy K is here. Yeah, she's listening to me. Believe it or not, I'm so honored to have you ladies here. I still didn't buy that Deer Park. These ladies, especially, Mrs. G, she's older like me, and boy, she has svelte skin. And I asked her what her secret was, and I said it must be something in the water. And she says, "Oh, we drink Deer Park water." So I said, "Oh, I gotta buy me a case of Deer Park, probably a lot of cases. Bring on the crates in here, bring on the pallets of it." Hello, Candace again. Yeah, he is not a puppy. He he thinks he's a puppy, but he's 10 years old. And I'm telling you, Basset hounds are sassy, and I have proof of it yesterday. But hello, Mike's here. Are you at work, Mike? But yeah, so, if we could just, like I said, if I have 1,300 people, right, and we all go out and make to one person, be nice to one person. I'm challenging you to go to one person today, be nice. And then that 1,300, right, talks to 1,300, right? That's 2,600 people. Then that 26, be nice. Just one person. Just be nice to one person. One person, right? Just one person be nice to. So that 26 and 26 turns to what? 5,200, right? 5,200 people are all glowing because everyone's being nice to one another, right? Come on. It takes one person to start it out. One person to start the domino, right? You put all the dominoes up. It takes one domino, a little push, right? And then what happens? If they're all lined up, they're all going to go down really beautiful. Do you ever see one of those little designs? We can make the world much more beautiful. If we each go out, just try it and report back to me tomorrow. Tell me what happens if you're nice to one person. They might be cranky, but I bet you they'll pay it forward and be nice to somebody else. I'm telling you what. Yeah. Do you want one? Fancy Waves, do you want a basset hound, honey? How far away do you live? I'll give you the no, I can't give you that. That's Daryl's dog. That's a love. That's a love of his. Love. But yeah. So what do you guys think? Can we do this today? Yeah, that's okay, honey. I call them boobalubas. I call dogs, how's your little boobalooba? our little booby. Okay, I say booby sometime, but I mean boobalooba. Like I don't know where it came from. I said to Daryl one day, he said it too, because I'm telling you, 40 years of marriage, we're in each other's head. We both said, let's go home and see, and we both said at the same time, the boobalubas. And I'm like, where do we get that word? It's really, it's scary stuff sometimes. We're just like, because we've been together so long, we can finish each other's sentences. Oh, I love horses. Yes, my sister and my had a horse off of the property, because we didn't have like that kind of land, but we used to have horses. And remember to be nice to yourself. Yes, self-care. You're right, Rhonda. You are so right. Start with yourself. Prioritize is my word for the year. Prioritize. God comes first, right? Then yourself, and then others, right? But today I would love you, to just be nice to one person. And it doesn't count yourself. Okay, two people, yourself and then someone else. And spend a little bit of time with God. So that's your homework. Well, that's cool, Richard. You have 2 horses? Share Bear got to, okay. Gabriel, you're going to have to wait, love. You're going to have to wait. Tiny K, I love your little hearts and stuff. You're always so colorful like me. I love color. You guys should have seen my classroom. It was so colorful and inviting. Kids were never afraid to come in my room. Hello, Lola. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. So here we are. We are at almost an hour and a half. An hour and a half of me gabbalacking. Have you had enough? Have you had enough? So, it's important to be yourself. And like Rhonda said, to take care of yourself. And that's what my word is, is prioritize. And there's a picture that Tracy with an IE painted of me. It's a watercolor painting. It's my Christmas card, but I put it in a frame. She says, that's not frame worthy. I said, yes, it is. I mean, how many times in my life am I going to have someone paint a picture of me? So it's in a frame. But anyway, I put it on my shorts, and I put about the goals of being good to yourself, to treat yourself, to say a kind word to yourself, just like Mel Robbins, give yourself a high five. Did you ever see that? The high five rule? Mel Robbins is pretty smart. But, right behind her is Entreaty by Rhonda Hensley. So check out her channel. She's awesome. And Candy K, man, she's got some high energy too. Was that us? Was that you that we rated the source, and we came and you were giving me my ice? We're pretending that we flew into her house and everything. And she was so kind. She got me ice and everything. I think that was you, Candy K, right? Because Doran from the source, I don't know if you ever watched that channel. He was laughing, and I kept asking where the bathroom is. And then I said, he says, there is no bathroom. I said, oh, good thing I was wearing my Depends, because we were just playing around. So now he's always talking about that, and talking about my red hair. Because I said, my hair is not red, it is auburn. And he's like, oh, well, I'm a guy. I don't know about the different shades. So every time I'm on there, he's like, oh, yeah, but Sally with that red hair. Oh, auburn. But, it's all in good fun, right? Puppy, please. I talk with aunties. Yeah, he has no manners. Yes, yesterday was National Snuggle Day. Did you guys snuggle? It was also the Epiphany, when the 3 kings go to, see Jesus, right? That was the Epiphany, which is the official end of the Christmas season. That's why I have my Valentine stuff up now. I got those little trolls yesterday. I'm trying to fix that nicer, but I was going to put a border around it, like a bulletin board. But it's Daryl's TV. But I always put stuff on it, but because he watches the other TV in his room sometimes. So, yeah. So yesterday was National Snuggle Day. I forget what today is. I forgot to look it up. But but I have conversations with my Alexa. Yeah, I do. I get a lot of information about her. Like, she was telling me quotes from Gandhi and things like that. It's just like Googling, but you're talking to the Google. It's so much easier than to have to do, it's like she remembers stuff too, what you say. So I know I'm crazy, but that's what lonely old women do. So Resnick, hey ma'am, always happy to find your live. Thank you. And if you ever miss it, go watch the replay. Sometimes I do. I'm like, oh, I need some cheering up. No, I listen to other people's lives too, like Dean and DJ. He's very uplifting. Double D, no, wait. Dashing 3D. I can't remember now. See, I hate trying to remember names and channels, but he's really inspiring too. Chicken Wangle. Hello, do you want and fries? I don't know what you're talking about, sweetheart. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna get going because he's not gonna stop. Hold on. Guys, hydrate. Hey, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'm supposed to be here at 7 and it's always 7:05. I'm trying to tell myself 6:50. And I don't know what's with me. I used to always be early. I don't know. But keep praying for me with this leg. I ask you, please, because it's bad. Hey, Presley, were you hiding on me? Okay, guys, have a wonderful day. And remember, I'll see you when I see you. And I hope it's real soon because I'll miss you. All right.